ready.
What's happening, guys? Welcome back once again for another episode of House of the Dragon Season 2, going strong. Last episode was very dialogue heavy. Wasn't the biggest fan. It is what it is. We're here to watch nonetheless. I have my friend here with me once again, Miss Rachel. She's in the house once again with me. We're gonna watch the whole season together, so yeah, get used to her. Anyway, without no further ado, if you guys as well, if you guys want to see the episode live and direct and to watch the entire reactions with no cuts or edits, go check it out on the Patreon. It's there, posted there for free. Make sure you go check it out. Anyways, guys, let's jump into the reaction, and of course I will see you guys right after. Not necessarily breakdown, but review the episode as well. All right, let's do it. All right, strap in. It's gonna be a long ride.
The Golden Tooth is honored to receive you, my Lord Lannister. I have 500 fighting men full of spirit.
I bring 1,000 knights of my own. By the time we are finished with the Riverlands,
They're really out here with a lion.
Fork will have earned its name.
We are ready to march at your command, my lord. I suppose you will make for Harrenhal at once.
I want you to send a raven to King's Landing. Tell my brother we are ready to march as soon as Prince Aemond is able to join us on Vhagar.
Damn.
And until the prince makes his answer, my lord?
My men have had a long march. They are most eager to embrace the hospitality of your keep.
He dares to summon me with haste.
I know,
The
right?
Lannisters so diminished that they cannot march from the Tooth to Harrenhal without an escort.
There is a large dragon in the Riverlands, Your Grace. My brother's army is strong, but it does seem to
I am the
surprise me
Prince
that-
Regent, not a dog to be called to heel. Tell your brother that if he does not deliver his host to Harrenhal with haste, Daemon's dragon will become the least of his worries.
Your irritations are justified, Aemond, but it does seem...
I have a task for you as well, Sir Dylan. We will make an alliance with the Triarchy. I've had enough of this cursed blockade.
My prince, you cannot mean to treat with the free cities. The captains of their ships are dangerous mercenaries, little more than pirates.
They are a stone's
No,
throw
I'm
away
sorry.
across the narrow
Excuse
sea.
me. Yeah.
Lannister and Hightower ships will take months to arrive. The Triarchy will delight in a chance to terrorize the Sea Snake again. Let them weaken his blockade, while our true allies make their long journey east.
The Triarchy may play at accepting terms, but they are not to be trusted. Your father knew this. What has come of our letters to the Greyjoys?
They have been to no avail. The Red Kraken waits, seeking his best advantage. Though we may draw him in with honey, if it comes to it. An offer of marriage, perhaps, to the Dowager Queen.
Out of the question.
The Dowager Queen speaks wisely, Your Grace. Even if the blockade could be broken, are we to invite these alien raiders into our waters so close to King's Landing?
It's time you set out for Harrenhal, I think.
Your Grace, if Daemon prevails in the Riverlands, I no longer have the numbers to challenge him. We lost much at Rook's Rest, as you all know.
The longer we wait, the more chance he will prevail. Lannister will march from the west. Take what strength we have and force Daemon and his Riverlords to fight on two fronts.
His Grace speaks wisely.
Good time.
There is no time. It's a fortnight's march to Harrenhal. Must strike before his army is raised.
And you yourself?
I'll fly out to meet you when the time is ripe. My uncle is a challenge I welcome, if he dares face me.
Okay.
I see we're all agreed.
Do you, boo-boo? As far as I know, as right now is chaos in both camps. Green is no better than black right now. Y'all, on both sides of the wars, it seems like people are confused.
Boldness is one thing, but
Remind
overconfidence...
me of your place on the small council.
You know very well I represented your father during the last years of his life, and I have been a counsellor to Aegon.
Capably so. Father's dead. Aegon You served the realm well, at a time of need. That need is ended. You are no longer obliged.
It's not a matter of obligation. This counsellor's need of a tempering
But
voice.
more than enough of those, if you ask me.
You have the impetuousness of youth, and its arrogance.
Yep.
Neither of which is to be
I
desired in a
release
king.
you of your seat, such as it was. Sure you'll be much pleased to return to more domestic pursuits.
Domestic pursuits. The disrespect is real, bro.
My God.
That's your boy. That's your boy right there. I hope you're proud of him.
Your childhood not yet sufficiently been avenged.
You know what I'm saying? Aemond, the way how he is.
Why he released her of her position?
Because she keeps opposing him. So You need people like that on your council. But also, though, the reason why she just asked him that, Aemond went through a lot before he got older, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he went through
All
a
the
lot as a
teasing
kid.
and
All the
stuff.
teasing, everybody was like, oh, you can't get no dragon and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
So,
and then they give him a pig.
yeah,
make
gave him
fun
the
of him
pig. So
more.
he went through a lot. The way how he's going with his arrogance and stuff like that but it's
Yeah.
that all of that stuff that happened is what turned Aemond into who he is now. It's just like, okay, none of y'all want to fuck with me? All right, then. Fuck all y'all. Not Allison. And I'm not talking about like Allison. I'm just talking about everybody else that teased him and stuff like that. That's the reason why he is the way he is now.
It does turn people into that.
Yeah, it's just like, if you don't have any purpose, you know, I don't have no need for you. Kind of energy he's giving his mom right now. Okay, so he accepted the position of hand.
Bring him forth. Sir Stephen Darklin, your grace.
I must now proceed as if I stand alone. And I see now that to do that, I need more dragon riders.
But there are no more in your family, Your Grace. Your younger sons are babes. There is Princess Rhaenyra.
She has attempted it, alas, but the dragons here would not take her as a rider.
Then who could do it?
You. You are of noble birth. I looked into the history, and indeed it is true. Your grandmother's grandmother, Ariana, was born a Targaryen princess. And I have been thinking, could it be possible?
I am but a man. The dragons are gods. Your Grace honors me beyond what I deserve.
Well, it doesn't hurt to
He's
try.
got Targaryen blood too, huh?
Yeah.
I do not compel you to do this. It has never been attempted before. To claim a dragon, you must also be prepared to die.
I well understand the risk, and I accept it with gladness. I swore to ward my queen with all my strength and to give my blood for her.
Yeah, the dragon could decide to fry you.
Then perhaps the gods will favor us.
And then have you for a meal.
Yep. Enough of Daemon's dreams, man. His hallucinations.
May I be of assistance, Your Grace?
What are you playing at, old man?
I do wonder, Your Grace, if you're getting enough sleep. This old place.
Are you mocking me?
Sit!
Perhaps the culprit has been tampering with my peace. A friend by day and a foe by night.
To what end?
To mine, perhaps.
What are you gonna do? Sit your ass down, man. He's getting up like he's gonna do something.
Yeah.
Or are you still in league with your club-footed nephew, or is it Rhaenyra herself?
I shot you.
You're going mad, Daemon.
He's the mad rogue now. Mad rogue prince.
Whatever your game is strong, I assure you, your king is on his guard.
Yes.
And stop watching me.
Bro, ain't nobody watching you.
Now he's paranoid.
Except for probably the witch.
You aren't going to bid me farewell?
There's something wrong with me. Someone poisoned me. Food, the wine, or else it's this swamp air
The
or...
ghost of Harren the Black moaning his curses from Kingspire Tower?
Drivel! The ghost, the curses, the blasted weirwood bed, I'm done with it!
Ah, your way, is it not? When something does not please you, you run.
Yes.
Dragonstone, Stepstones, Pentos,
Yep.
Harrenhal.
Call his ass out.
You are not the player, but a piece on the board. As am I, for that matter.
Piece on the board.
In some ways, no. You struggle to see there's an anger that blinds you.
She never even wanted it. The crown. She spared it no thought.
Well, that's perhaps why your brother gave the crown to her. Perhaps those who strive for it are the least suited to wear it.
Don't lecture me!
Viserys never wanted it himself, if you recall. And he did his best. It's not a prize to be won, but a burden to bear.
If you have any counsel for dealing with the River Lords, I'd be glad of it.
Daemon Targaryen asking for help?
Counsel.
What do you think counseling is?
Tully's wisdom has kept their river houses in line for centuries. They would kill each other to the last man if it were not for their liege lord.
That dotard is of no use to us.
But Grover Tully is their lord paramount. Without him, they will never raise their banners as one. Rivermen are made of mud. They would rather die stuck in it than yield 1 inch to one another.
Then I can do nothing.
You? No.
But dragon? An owl?
I need help, Alice.
Do nothing now. In 3 days' time, the winds will shift.
3 days' time. I don't think this is gonna end well. But fingers crossed.
I think it's gonna decide to cook him.
Hairi.
Says, what are you all looking
Hairi.
at?
Lakiri.
First of all,
Sea smoke.
oh, this is sea smoke.
Doheras.
Rivas! Do not show fear.
Yeah, you can't show no fear, bruh. He's gonna fry this man alive, bruh. He's like, come closer so I can eat you and don't hurt the innocent people here.
Well, shoot, I don't blame him for being scared. I'd be scared too.
This is not gonna work. It's going way too easy. I'm not doing it, bruh. I don't like this. I think Sea Smoke is playing coy. He's gonna eat this dude. Sea Smoke is gonna eat this dude, bruh. He calmed down way too quickly, and you're showing way too much fear.
When you walk slow in front of animals like that, that tells them that you're scared.
I've done it.
Have you?
You gotta get on it. I think you're right. Oh my goodness. Oh man.
I told you, man.
Okay, now they know to never bring that dragon out again.
Pleased with our progress. This ship will
That's
sail
his
in a few
meal.
days' time.
The blockade is sure to be challenged, be it by lions or krakens. Your men will be glad to have you among them.
I wish you to sail with me, as my first mate.
I'm grateful for the offer, my lord. There are more experienced men at your service.
I was younger than you when I took my first command. You distinguished yourself in the Stepstones. And you have the respect of the crew. You are a fine choice for this post.
Is this an order or a request?
I will expect you to report for your duties on the morrow.
As my lordship commands.
What does he want? Acknowledgement? Is that what it is? Or he just don't like the fact that he's been a bastard all this time?
Makes you sick, doesn't it? Knowing they're banqueting every night at the castle while we go without.
That can't be true.
Feasting and merriment for the new Prince Regent.
And him always acting so correct.
Brats of lamb, mince pies.
Somebody's spreading rumors, man.
Beef and gravy. And what do you think? There is to be another revel on the morrow with dancing.
That ain't right.
Apologies, my good man. I should not have spoken so free. The royals would never countenance me speaking about their bounty.
King Viserys loved his feasts and his wine, but never while our small folk went without.
Aye, but he's gone now, and his rightful heir denied her seat. No use wondering what might have been.
You're just trying to start shit. Cause that...
His numbers were few, but we may yet retake.
Damn.
Dang, what the heck?
It is my fault, I think, that you have forgotten to fear me.
You don't look fearsome. Why should people fear you?
Damn,
you don't look...
you ain't gotta call her out like that. Well, you're finally taking my advice of starting to learn to fight now. You need somebody to teach
about
you.
it.
It was worth the risk.
As we also
turn the outcome.
Oh, it's Mysaria. I was close.
Stefan went willingly.
Yeah.
It was a reckless thought. Ancient Valyrian beast would suffer a darkling to ride it.
Might there not be others among the highborn of the Seven Kingdoms?
And who will be so foolish as to try? To hearing what befell Sir Stefan. I will look again, but Darkling had the most likely claim.
There is good news to be had. The small folk of King's Landing are listening. They are hungry and they need someone to blame.
Will it be enough?
We have laid the kindling only. Tonight we will light it.
And when it does, Aemond will put it down with force.
That will make it rise the hotter. He cannot destroy his own city.
So can they overthrow him?
Maybe not. But it is harder to wage war abroad when you must also keep peace at home.
Then let us see to our plan.
The people are hungry, and their anger is rising.
Why is this anger directed at us?
They still look to you to ensure their well-being. That is the burden of authority. But you should not go it alone. It does occur to me that your grace has yet to name a hand. Sir Kristen, of course, served your brother, but you need one who may advance your cause with shrewdness and subtlety.
Do you take me for a fool?
On the contrary,
he
my
was
prince.
to be the hand.
For the self-important Lord Larys, and even less for flatterers and lickspittles. But you are, as it happens, correct. Every king needs a hand. I'll make it your responsibility.
To find.
My prince, it is an honor I've never considered for
No,
myself.
not to serve as hand, you toad. To fetch him. Send word to
I
Otto
knew that
Argo.
was he was going to
My
say,
grandsire
like...
may be overcautious, but his devotion to
You
his family has
toad.
never been
Oh my
in doubt.
gosh.
You'll see it done. You're late.
I am happy to report that His Grace the King has regained consciousness. He is stronger than I thought.
Not happy news.
Well, you're in a bad place, Aegon. Damn. You trying to get away from Aemond, bruh.
Do you remember?
Aemond, don't do nothing. Don't kill him.
Nothing. Bruh. Come on, Aemond.
My gosh. For real?
That's your boy, Rachel.
You challenged my niece. It was foolish.
Well, he was a mean brother to him.
I remember.
And now he's playing amnesia?
Yeah, he's pretending to not
Most
remember
capable
anything
hands,
because he knows that Aemond could probably kill him at any moment, so...
Seems my brother has a long recovery ahead of him, Grand Maester. See that he is made to rest comfortably.
Dang, all of them?
What the hell happened here?
I bring good news, Rhaenyra. Prince Reggio has answered your letter. He'll be most pleased to shelter Rhaenyra's youngest sons in Pentos, and their half-sister.
You misled me, my lady.
I did what?
Did I stutter,
There is
bitch?
a large dragon in the Vale.
Rumor of it began
Oh.
shortly after the war.
What?
You didn't
What
catch
is
it?
No.
So they're referring back to, remember last episode, she was telling her that the promise is we'll do this if you provide dragon. That was the deal. She went out into the field just now. I was wondering what was happening. The dragon burned the field. And now she's saying to her, so there is a big dragon here after all. And she's about to explain. So that's why I connected the two. And I was like, oh, that's why. Because of what she had said in the last episode. Because the deal with Rhaenyra was that she gets a big dragon to protect, to protect the Vale. With her, with the people that she sent there and the little dragons and stuff. That was the deal. But no big dragon was sent there. And she was arguing with, Daemon's daughter here. She was arguing with her and saying that that was not the deal. We were supposed to get a big dragon. That wasn't sent. You only sent the little dragons and the kids. But now Daemon's daughter has find out that there is a big dragon here. What are you talking about? Because of what she saw out in the field just now. So now she's about to explain how there's a big dragon there.
Judging more broadly for food, my maester's surmise. It is large and formidable, but alas wild.
Oh, they don't have no control over it.
Oh, shoot.
A merchant cog, the gay abandon, will take you to Pentos. I'll send 6 good men to protect you on the crossing.
6 men. And you have a wild, big-ass dragon out here.
Yeah.
You know you're not fooling anyone. Lord Corlys has chosen to raise you up, to serve alongside him, and yet you still continue this subterfuge.
Don't want my men to get the wrong idea.
About what? You're just like him.
Oh, you're making art provoking me.
You saved his life. Do you never think about what could be ours? Or yours, anyway. The Driftwood Throne?
We spend the whole of our lives in the shadow of the Sea Snake's great castle. Do not wish to dwell in it any longer.
And so you belittle your great opportunity, while me, he ignores.
Oh, so you're a bastard too?
The Sea Snake would sooner have High Tide claimed by the sea than call us his sons.
Damn.
Stop wasting your life waiting for something that'll never come.
Should have looked at him and be like, nigga. What do you mean, my G? I needs that.
They say you struck Lord Bartimus today, in view of the staff and guard. The household is abuzz with it.
He's lucky I did not have his tongue.
And what did he say that was so deserving?
I have tired of being protected. I bring to mind too much their mothers, or their daughters. They must see in me a ruler. And the symbols of authority are not jewels and gowns, but the shield and the sword.
My ruler is my mother, and I do not wish it otherwise. Will you lead us to war yourself?
For a certainty, I cannot remain here, pacing the floors, waiting for defeat and despair to visit me.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
I'm doing all I can. I have directed Lord Mouton to march on Rook's Rest, and sent another raven to the Vale to persuade...
We may marshal the strength of the Vale, Maidenpool, and all our allies besides. We will still never match the strength of the Green armies. We need Daemon, and his dragon.
May I be free for even 1 hour of the constant refrain of Daemon, Daemon, Daemon.
Grace, the Lady Mysaria.
Our gift is sent.
Our gift.
What gift?
I want to know.
Let us hope for clouds over the Blackwater tonight.
Well, I don't know about others, but I'm adventurous. I wouldn't mind taking a trip around the country.
Is this the gift? I guess this is the gift. She sent them food. And it's a whole bunch. Yeah, she sent them food. That's the gift.
Well, that was nice. It was nice of her to send them food, but her intentions about it are not good.
There is war in the Reach now. Your House Beesbury has raised arms against the High Tower host. Retribution for their lord's demise.
Where'd you get that food? Rhaenyra's ships. Ships? They came ashore in the middle of the night with gifts from the Queen.
It's a smart move by Rhaenyra, I ain't gonna lie. Chaos in the streets, man.
Your Graces, we must leave, now. Get the Queens to the wheelhouse! There's the Queen of Fishes!
Damn. Why the hell did you stop?
Get up!
No! No!
Oh!
Sheathe your swords!
That was just a bad idea. That is scary, man. Bro, this is crazy. Ah, that's insane. That's kind of wild. They got out, though. You hallucinating again, Daemon? Jeez, man. You going through it, brother.
Yeah. Seeing Viserys again and somebody else.
It's probably
David,
his wife.
She's gone.
Oh.
Sorrowful news from Riverrun, my king.
Sorrowful news.
Lord Grover is dead.
Oh, he's finally dead.
Wow.
The old man. Indeed.
Yeah, you got
Young
your wish.
Oscar Tully is now Lord Paramount of the Riverlands.
What was the manner of Lord Grover's passing?
Well, he'd been ill, of course.
Well, the witch did tell you 3 days. Things will turn.
Our own healer, Alice Rivers, volunteered her renowned skills.
Yeah, she killed him. She went over there and killed that man.
Dang.
She was like, in 3 days, things will turn. And then, but I'm going to go kill him. Don't worry. She made her own prophecy come true.
Who have we here?
Oh, this is the wild one? Is this the wild one?
No.
Whose dragon is this?
That's the wild one.
It's like it's chasing him.
It is.
I don't think that's what's going on here.
Let's see where the dragon was. There it is. He even scared me.
Isn't this
done?
Isn't it
That's that guy that was on the beach.
That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about a dragon. Isn't that the same dragon? Sea smoke or whatever?
Well, that one showed at night. I don't know what that one looks like in the daytime. They don't get this show.
I think this is Sea Smoke, and this dude is gonna be able to ride him.
Oh dang. Huh. I don't know. But we'll
think
see.
so, man.
You've been right so far though.
I'm just thinking out loud. I think that's what's happening here.
Your banners were carried from the ship into the city. It is as we hoped, a warning to the usurpers that you have strength beyond what they accredited. I thought you'd be pleased.
I do not think I can win this war.
I think you are tired.
My own son questions my capabilities. Thinks I need Daemon at my side. Daemon himself.
He has ever done what suits Daemon.
He was everything I wanted to be. Carefree, dangerous. A man. And I was what he wanted. Cherished by my father and made my father's heir. We were halves of a whole. He's never been at peace. He wished to possess me, but not to be possessed. And to see me take hold, finally, of what he always believed to be his. I fear what he may now do. I fear he may have turned against me.
It is more his way to disappear.
In either case, I have lost him. And Caraxes with him. We cannot take on Vhagar alone. And I have no army.
You have the Velaryon fleet and the men who fight in it.
It's not enough. And even if we somehow prevail, how will I rule a kingdom when my own son doubts me?
You have me.
What are you gonna do?
You have.
You can't fight. Not saying you're not important. I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna be fighting on the front lines.
It was my father.
How many stories are you gonna tell, Mysaria?
A child had his pleasure with me.
Oh damn!
And when after many months of this became evident that his seed had taken root.
Damn, he got you pregnant too? That's disgusting.
Oh, there is a scar here as well.
It's like Walder Frey.
I cannot bear children, but I lived.
I'm so sorry.
Swore to myself I would never trust another, and that oath has stood me well.
Until you met
The
Daemon.
world is cold and cruel, and there are few in it who are steadfast. You, I think, are steadfast. You have seen me as worthy, as an equal even.
I don't think he's equal.
I will serve you. I believe you are meant to be queen.
Aww. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, please don't kiss.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Can't,
gosh.
at least Damon's not cheating on you. It's nice. I'm just playing. All right, it's over now.
Begging your pardon.
Okay.
Your Grace, the dragon sea smoke has been sighted flying over Spice.
I knew it was sea smoke,
Yes, he does
man.
that. From what we have heard, he has a rider.
Yes. I called it.
Tell from the ground.
The Greens?
Because
As it could be.
Valerians can be riders too.
They can? I
Yeah.
thought it was just Targaryens.
No, Valerians can be riders too.
Oh man.
They talked about that in season 1. Valerians are like the closest to it was Valerians and Targaryens. That's why I came up with the theory, because I was like, technically he is a Valerian because he is Corlys' son. So I think that's what Sea Smoke came out to do, was to like, oh, I smell riding in you or whatever they smell it. You know, I smell Valerian blood. So he went out and chose his own rider. That's pretty cool. Most people, I don't think he's just chasing him to eat him, because that doesn't make any sense. There's like so many other humans there. Why are you chasing him?
And that's when animals.
That the end of the episode, I'm guessing. Imagine the last time that we saw him, before that scene, before he was running away and he was talking to his brother, and it's like, imagine you getting all of this power, right? And you're refusing to take advantage of it because, you know, you're like, oh, Corlys will never acknowledge us as his sons. We'll never get that glory. We'll never have that power, that money, all these different things. And I've been telling you that, you know, Corlys is actually trying to raise you up and give you status and all this other stuff, and you don't even want it. And he walked away. That's why I was in that, at that part, I was like, the way how he looked at him and walked off, I was like, in his mind, he's saying, nigga.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like, imagine that. And then the next time we see him, this man is going to be riding a dragon. That's going to be insane, dude.
Oh, man.
That's going to be insane, because now he's going to have status. He has no choice but to get status now, because he's a dragon rider, right? So he's going to get status whether Corlys like it, whether his brother likes it. He's going to get status now, because he's going to be feared, and he could be somebody who's an ally to Rhaenyra. So if Corlys is not going to acknowledge him, at the very least Rhaenyra will, and she's supposed to be the queen. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, did you enjoy the episode?
Yes, I did.
This was a really good one. Better than the last episode, I think.
It was, yes.
Yeah, the last episode didn't have pretty much really not anything super exciting about it. It was just very dialogue heavy. I would say out of the 6 episodes so far now, the last episode was my least favorite by far. But this one was definitely up there for me. When it comes on to just overall excitement, I'm glad that they kind of focused a little bit more on Aemond and what he's trying to do and how he's going to be ruling. You know, even though still on my stance of me saying that, you know, whether you're on team green, team black, whichever side you're on, I think it's very clear that nobody deserves to sit on the Iron Throne. None of them. But somebody has to. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
None of them deserve to be there. Rhaenyra is crazy to think that she's gonna be the one. Daemon wants the throne too. You know, and Aemond is just he's arrogant. You know, I think he's just a little bit more calculated when it comes on to ruling, different from Aegon, because as I said, I don't think he deserves to sit there either, but at the same time it's just like, I think he's a lot more ready to go out there and face whatever needs to be faced. Like, I'm not worried about him in the battlefield. He has the biggest dragon available today, even though we just saw Sea Smoke. Sea Smoke is not as big as Vhagar. So
almost though.
Not almost. I think at least Vhagar still has him at least 2 times the size of Sea Smoke. Sea Smoke is pretty big, but I still think Vhagar he's massive. You know, so
yeah, it's
just, I feel like he's ready for it. If the time should come, he welcomes it. He has the battle experience. You know, he doesn't have the experience that Daemon has. I think Daemon would probably outsmart him, but still he would have the advantage of having the bigger dragon. But at the same time, I think that Daemon has the more battle experience. He's seen more battles. He's been in more battles. I think he could probably win a fight against Vhagar and Aemond in the sky. Like, I think he would. And Caraxes is pretty experienced as well. So I think they would do that. So a lot of things happen in this episode that I didn't expect to see them even show. But I like that they show the power of the common folk. What do you think of that?
Yeah. Well, I knew that when they were going hungry, I knew it was gonna start a revolt.
And when people are hungry, man, they're not afraid, and that's the thing too, that you got to be careful. Even as leaders, it doesn't matter who you have on your side. You got to understand. I was talking about this on another video the other day. I was like, the power doesn't come from you yourself. The power comes from the people who actually pay the taxes in the country, do all of these little things, and that's where the power comes from. Because if those people are not under control, you can have a mob on your hands, right? It doesn't matter if you're elected president. It doesn't matter whatever the situation is. If these people come together and say, no, you can't say nothing, right? If they decide to, if a group of people decide, if it's 300 million strong in the United States, decide to come together and be like, we don't want no more president. Trust me, there will be no more president. Because you get what I'm saying? Like, if that happens, and this is an extreme example, but that's just how it is, and you got to respect that. And Otto has been telling them that while he was hand. It's just like, you can't just do whatever the hell you want, because the common folk matter. You can't just kill the rat catchers and just string them up like that and rule like a tyrant, because then if these people decide to revolt, this is the result of it. People get killed. The royals could get killed. You can't just...
It's going to be Robert's Rebellion all over again.
Exactly. So you can't just do whatever the hell you want and think it's just going to fly. You know, even though this was all set up by Mysaria and Rhaenyra to spread the rumor among the common folk about, you know, oh, they're partying up in the castle and we're down here starving. That was all a rumor. That's not what's happening. All the food is going to the army that they're taking from the common folk. The food is going to the army so the army can be able to eat to fight the war, right? Yes, the dragons need to be fed as well. So yes, you know, goats are gonna go to them. They're gonna get goats because, you know, we can't.
And that was poor little sheep.
Sheeps, whatever, right? So yeah, man. So the common folk situation was, I can't hate on it. It was a smart move on Mysaria and Rhaenyra's part. Them working together. I know you don't like the lesbian stuff, but it is what it is. Like that.
I can't like, watch that stuff. I don't approve. I don't condone it in any way.
It is what it is.
No.
You know, for that stuff, it is what it is. You know, as I said, perfect role for her. Emma Darcy is, she identifies as non-binary in real life. So swing both ways, you know. So
oh my gosh,
yeah. So it is, you know. So I'm not surprised that she's kissed a man in the show. I'm not surprised she kissed a woman in the show. So it is what it is.
That's called bisexual, dear. That is not non-binary.
Non-binary is a completely different thing.
I know, you told me.
Yes,
I'm just saying.
I'm saying. No, I'm talking about when it comes on to her being sexual with any person, right? Yeah. She can go both ways because she identifies as non-binary. She doesn't call herself a man. She doesn't call herself a woman. But those are the only two genders that sexes that actually exist.
Yes.
You know, even though
I would like
people
to
wanna
hear
interfere in
from a
that, but-
non-binary person why they think they're non-binary, and then
because
what
they
do
decide.
they think
It
they
ain't no
are.
other else reason. It's because they
Because
decide.
it's what?
It's they decided that. It's not no other else. It's not a pie in the sky we're trying to figure out here. It's not rocket science. It's just because they got up one day and decided, I don't want to be a man, I don't want to be a woman. Fine. Do your thing. That's cool. Do your thing. It is whatever. So I'm just saying that it doesn't surprise me to see her kiss a woman in the show or a man. You get what I'm saying? Like it doesn't surprise me. So you know, in real life,
did me. I didn't know she was like that.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, man. We got a little bit of Daemon in this episode, not much. We got a little bit of Daemon in the show here with him still going crazy, but also the situation with the witch as well. The dude Tully, the old man, is finally dead, but I'm pretty sure it's the witch.
There and killed him.
Pretty sure it's the witch that went over there and killed him, based on the report from Lord Strong, right? So she was like, in 3 days, everything is going to change, and then she went over there to take care of this man and be like, I'm gonna offer my services to see if I can help him to revive. And then more than likely that's what she did. You ain't fooling me, witch. You're not fooling me.
Yeah.
So that's the situation. So of course Daemon is happy because now he can deal with the kid that came over. I don't remember what episode that he came over, and I was saying, what did you come over here for if you can't do anything? He's gonna take over. Because Daemon was like, why don't you just kill him? Because
last one.
Yeah. So it was like Daemon was telling him, why don't you just kill your grandfather? Because he's
and get it over with.
Get it over with so you can take over. And so you can actually have the say. And he's like, I love my grandfather. And all this other stuff. So
I bet he's devastated now.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that if Daemon can actually get an army there before Cole and Gwaine his name, Alicent's brother.
Yeah,
before they get
Gwaine.
over there to Harrenhal. So we'll see if that happens. Of course, I think everything about this episode was well structured, well done, nothing out of place. Aegon, waking up, becoming conscious, and of course under the threat of Aemond. Aemond can kill him at any time. That's why he's like, I don't remember anything.
Plus, he walked in his room with his sword by his side.
It's a smart move on Aegon's part because he knows that now that Aemond is Prince Regent, he has to kind of like say, because he's always been wary of Aemond, but it's the craziest thing with Aegon is like, bro, that if you've been weary of Aemond, why are you trying to provoke? You know what I'm saying? But I guess you could say he was drunk that night. You know what I mean? Because he was hanging out with friends or whatever and was teasing Aemond. And that's the thing about Aemond. Aemond really does get triggered when people tease him. He doesn't like that. And
that is a trigger, yeah.
And at the end of the day, because he's able-bodied and he has the biggest dragon, his ego is like way up there. You know what I mean? Like his ego is like way up there, so he's not trying to play no games, right? So so you have that situation. Of course, the mob almost killing Elena and Alicent. Seems like one of the King's Guard got massacred out there. They weren't playing. They were throwing fish and fruit. It's like
they should have those people in King's Landing. They should have like a underground tunnel that they can go. They can escape through instead of taking the royals outside.
They do, but
where
they're not.
There's a revolt going.
They have tunnels. But I think
What?
some of the newer people don't necessarily know about the tunnels. There's a lot of tunnels in the Red Keep, a lot of secret passages that people don't know about. So, because they've talked about those a lot, you know, especially ways to get into the Red Keep, and stuff like that. But she was at the Sept, right? She was, you know, her and Elena was praying, so they have to go outside to get to the Sept, right? So they don't have no tunnels. That's too bad.
Yeah.
You know, so
they should have some tunnels there too.
And as rulers, you know, you got to be able to, you know, with your guards, walk the same roads that the common folk walk. You can't separate yourself a lot of times from doing certain things. At some point, you got to be able to, you know, touch the people who make you who you are. You know what I mean? To bring back another example, as you can see, like, you remember back in Reign, right?
Yeah.
You remember in Reign with Queen Elizabeth, how she didn't want to mingle with the people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or when she did mingle, once she got back in her carriage, she was like, "Oh my God, why are they touching me?" Right? Like, because she didn't like that.
Yeah.
And they were raising the others, like on Queen Mary's side. She was completely different. She was, you know, the common folk would see her all the time. Her and what was his name again? Who was the king? Not Henry.
Francis?
His son. Not even Francis too.
Francis.
And what was Francis' brother's name again? The one that took over after him when he died. What was his name again?
It's not the little brother Henry.
No, not the little brother. The one that took over after Francis died.
I know. His name is on
remember.
my His name is on my mind. It doesn't want to come out.
I don't remember his name either, but
Charles.
Yes, Charles. You are correct. Prince
yes.
Charles. All right, so so that's what I'm saying. It's just like they had to be telling them that, because even Catherine knew that as well. Catherine is like, if you don't mingle with the common folk, they could just, you know, decide that you know that you don't matter anymore. And Catherine also used them to her advantage as well, you know, to gain power.
She used everything to her advantage.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, as a royal, you got to remember that the common folk is the one that put you in that position, no matter how you may cook it. Now later on, of course, you know, it can be dangerous. It can be very risky as well, because, you know, people can plot, use the crowd to get to you and stuff like that. So you still got to be careful, right? So I think it was well done, this episode, and I really do want to see what when Rhaenyra finds out that this person who only Corlys don't even acknowledge this guy, his own son, his bastard son, that's who claims Sea Smoke. That's going to be crazy, because that's direct from the source right there. He's a full-blooded, you know what I mean? He's a full-blooded Valyrian. So
dang,
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. We'll see next episode.
Yeah, we'll see next episode. This was great, man. I enjoyed this episode a lot. I was really in the mood to watch some House of Dragon this Sunday for sure.
It was much better than the last episode.
Yeah. Last episode, they important dialogue, don't get me wrong. It was good dialogue and stuff like that. It's just not one of my favorite episodes, because this episode didn't really have any action, but the dialogue was exciting, right?
Yeah.
I think last episode kind of dragged a little bit with certain scenes and stuff like that, and yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, guys, so yes, Rachel, you enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you guys out there enjoyed the episode as well. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment on the episode, and we will see you next Sunday for another one. I'm out.
Bye.
Peace.